And we have an official upset alert. Gabriella Elena Ruse taking on the Greek goddess. At one point, she would win 11 out of 15 points. But just kidding. As always, this video is brought to you via the doctrine of fair use, the fair dealing, and the digital Millennium Act. Sakkari would struggle in the first set, losing 50% of her first serves. And Gabriella Elena is just a defensive powerhouse. She gets balls back, but Sakkari would make adjustments. And in the second set, Sakkari would win 71% of her first serves. In the third set, before Gabriella would have to retire from this match, Sakkari would win nearly 90% of her first serves in the third set for love, and Gabriella could not continue. Sakkari trying to get back inside the top 20. Listen, guys, she's no longer with Mr. Hill. I felt that she struggled from the coaching aspect, just making adjustment that maybe she wasn't comfortable with. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, Mr. Witt, I just felt was a good pickup, but it didn't work. But right now, we're starting to see a little bit of consistency from Sakkari. I think this should be a confidence boost. Having to come back down a set, she showed great mental toughness. What about Elisa Mertens taking on the hard-hitting Clara Tauson? This was just a blowout, ladies and gentlemen. 6-love, a bagel. Tauson would have to retire. Elise Mertens won 90% of her first serves and 100% of her second serves. What does that mean? That means Clara Tauson probably doesn't feel like playing, and Elisa Mertens dominated. What about Zeynep Sumnez taking on Marta Kashuk? Now, Sumnez is ranked 95th on the World Tour. I think she's a great shot maker. She's a good defensive player. Playing consistently on the main tour now. I think she's going to have to build up her power because it showed here. Even though she put up a good fight in this match, I mean, she won 6 service games off of Marta. I think that's pretty good. She pressured Marta a lot. I mean, Marta was under pressure the entire match. 12 break points. She would save 80% of them, right? But still, Sumnez did get breaks, and she just gave up too many, right? She got a couple breaks herself, but she gave up 5, and that's enough for Marta to get the win, despite only winning 61% of her first serves, losing 41% of her second serves. I think that just shows how good Sumnez is, and I think she's going to be a great player on this tour. Let me get you guys caught up here, okay? Because we're in Doha, and all the ladies are here. The big 3 is here, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. The number 1 seed, the number 1 ranked player in the world, Aryna Sabalenka. Now, technically, Coco can actually become number 1 in the world, right? She wins a couple of these Masters, early exits from Sabalenka and Iga. She can be number 1 by clay season. So, I mean, she's only not even 3,000 points off of number 1. So there's going to be a lot of big-time matches to be played. Sabalenka is the number 1 seed. She's got to bye. She's going to take on either Emma Raducanu or Ekaterina. Lisa Mertens is going to take on Buxa in the second round. Pegula's here. Listen, Pegula and Coco, they're headed towards a clash, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to see if they can meet up. Pegula, she's going to take on the winner of Svitolina Marketa-Vondrousova. Coco Gauff, the 3 seed. She's going to take on Marta Kashuk next. That's right. That's why I covered this match here. It's going to be great. Marta and Coco. Now, Marta had a tough challenge here, taking on Zeynep. I think that's a good prerequisite to take on Coco. You got an amazing shot maker. Doesn't have the power or athletic or defense as Coco, but I think it's a good warm-up match. Leylah Fernandez is here, guys. That's right. She takes out Greet Minin, the qualifier. She's going to take on Emma Navarro next. That's going to be an amazing match. Queen wins back. She's going to take on Kessler or Ons, whoever wins that match. And yes, Ribas is back as well, to my understanding. Alicia Parks, the qualifier. She takes out Diana Snyder, the 11th seed. She's going to take on the winner of Kinnan or Kruger. Guys, 3 ladies from my top 10 American list. That's going to be amazing. Garcia, Bonjour, comment allez-vous? She takes out Yu Yan. She's going to now take on Jasmine Polini. That's going to be a good match. Elena Rybakina, she's the 5th seed. She'll take on either Yastremska or Peyton Stearns. Sakkari takes out Ruse. She's going to take on Swiatek. I remember a time where Sakkari would dominate Iga Swiatek. Can she get the win here? Stay tuned, guys. Great match now in progress. Katie Valinets, Mirandreva. A lot of tennis to be covered. We'll be back, guys.